Elderly care in Sweden versus India. Meet Agda from Sweden and Satnam from India. Agda and Satnam have been longtime friends. Recently, due to age, Satnam has returned to her home country of India to be cared for by and live with her adult children. Agda lives alone in Sweden. Despite coming from very different cultures, the two have remained good friends. Through letters, they will explain their different experiences of growing old in two different countries. Dear Satnam, how are you doing, my dear old friend? How is India treating you since you've moved back? It's been too many years since we've seen each other. I deeply miss our afternoon tea dates almost as much as I miss your homemade chai tea. As much as I would love to come and visit you, you know as well as I do that growing old and traveling don't bode well together. I suppose our friendship will have to continue through mail, as pen pals. Well, my friend, there's much to catch up on. Let me fill you in on the changes that have happened in my life. Aside from my worsening arthritis, I feel my health is in overall good condition. However, I must admit I've been smoking more now than ever, only because it's a great relief of pain from my arthritis. I'm lucky to live in a country like Sweden where the elderly are thoroughly taken care of. My goodness, Satnam, I hope India is treating you as well as Sweden is treating me. I just read in the newspaper that Sweden is known for its universal and comprehensive social and healthcare programs for us old farts, which includes primary care, specialist care, hospital care, pharmaceutical care, and even dental care. It's good that the government is well prepared for caring for seniors because by 2030, 1 in 5 Swedes is expected to be over the age of 65. Most elderly Swedes live at home and are able to do so due to the amount of support we are provided with by the local municipalities, which is great because I am so happy to be independent. Unfortunately, I am no longer able to cook for myself, so my children requested that I be interviewed by a food distribution officer to see if I qualify for the ready-made meals delivered daily to elderly people who can no longer cook for themselves. Thankfully, I met the criteria and don't have to worry about cooking anymore. Much to their relief, my children are quite happy that I'm taken care of, as it means I am not burdening them with having to help me with the tasks of daily living. For leisure, I participate in some of the many daycare programs offered to seniors. I mostly participate in the social programs, which includes activities such as bingo, needlework, outings, and coffee gatherings. I enjoy spending part of my days doing these activities because I can meet new people and make friends, which can be difficult when many of us are widowed and live alone. Some of my friends with cognitive or physical disability participate in medical programs designed to rehabilitate seniors as much as possible or to prepare them for life in a care home. Also, my doctor says stimulation through music, films, reading, painting, and other cultural activities also plays a role in well-being of seniors like myself. I'm so glad this is increasingly recognized in elderly care homes where many people engage in at least one such activity every day. As you know, Satnam, I've always had a great appreciation for art, so I've decided to take painting lessons with some of my girlfriends. Even specialized transportation is covered for elderly who are unable to take regular public transit, so none of us have to worry about not getting to our activities. I'd like to think that my good health can be attributed to the amount of walking I do every day. Although my arthritis can cause me grief, I find that walking regularly helps to keep me fit and clear my mind. My arthritis medication is fairly inexpensive and I don't have any other major health ailments. Luckily, medical fees remain relatively low for us elderly in Sweden, and my friend, Abigail, doesn't have to pay any medical expenses at all because she has a very limited fixed income. Thanks to the amazing care I have received, I believe I have been able to maintain independence in my life activities of daily living as long as possible, which is what I consider to be successful aging. I'm so grateful to be able to come back home and be taken care of by my country. How many people do we know that can say their country takes care of them? Not to brag or anything, but I consider myself one lucky old gal to be a Swedish citizen. It has been difficult to part ways with you, Satnam. Life sure has had some new plans for us. I love living in a country where the outlook on seniors is so valued. We don't feel like we're outcasts in society. People here take care of us old folks as they ensure that the elderly get proper care as we contributed to the country just as they have. There is no stigma against aging in Sweden. The positive attitudes and knowledge make a huge difference in cultural views and how people perceive the elderly. It's a shame other countries view their elderly as a burden upon society. People can be so naive in thinking they'll be forever young. I hope you have found the luck I have here in Sweden, Satnam. I can't imagine residing elsewhere in the world with the same benefits and treatment I receive in my community. I hope we will be able to see each other soon. P.S. I already miss your cooking. Indian food isn't the same here. Take care, my friend. Love always, Agda.
Dear Agda, I am so glad to hear from you. I certainly do miss you. I also miss our tea dates and chit-chats about life. I am glad to continue our friendship through mail and be able to share our stories of life with each other. It is great to hear that you are so happy in Sweden and that your community is treating you well. I am doing fine. I am happy to reconnect with my family and I enjoy spending quality time with my grandchildren. My family is taking good care of me and my husband. I am fortunate to have a loving family. My daughter-in-laws are great with cooking, cleaning, and looking after us. With all the work my children and their spouses do, I like to help out as well by taking care of my grandchildren. This is a bonus for me. My grandchildren bring such joy to my life. It is indeed a delight to receive your letter. I have lots to share with you. I hope you are able to find a better remedy for your arthritis pain other than smoking. I recently had cataract surgery, which is a common visual problem in India. Fortunately, surgery went very well and I am able to see better than before. Other than that, my health has been on and off. Recently, we celebrated my grandson's 15th birthday, and I stuffed myself with a lot of goodies. After all that food, my sugar levels went up, which is bad for my diabetes. You are very blessed, my friend, to live in such a prosperous country. In fact, the government of India also launched a national program in healthcare for elderly, which is to provide preventative, curative, and rehabilitative services. But I am not sure how much of it is implemented and successful in achieving its goal. However, I think due to that program, the life expectancy of India has also increased from 42 years in 1960 to 69.9 years for 2015. I guess both of us can enjoy more time with our family, friends, and enjoy our companionship of writing to each other. Although I am doing okay, recently my husband has been diagnosed with dementia. It is very difficult to see him in this condition. He is slowly losing himself, and I do not recognize the man I married. His condition is becoming worse, and I feel that he has become a burden on my children and their families to help me take care of him. My husband is very confused at times and can also become violent. The times my husband had his violent episodes, fortunately my sons were home and were able to calm him down. With the state that my husband is in, you never know the risk that his behavior may bring due to this illness. My children have been absolutely great in being there, taking care and supporting my husband and I. However, at times I can't help it but feel worried that it may be too much for my children to take care of me and my husband. India is a country where interdependence and a deeply close family structure are highly valued. It is expected for the elders to live with their sons and their families. In fact, there is a law called the Senior Citizen Act, which was implemented in 2007 for children to be obligated to provide and care for their elder relatives. I actually feel guilty and do not want my children to feel that they are obligated to take care of me and my husband. It is looked down upon to put an elderly relative in a care home, so I will continue living happily with my family. Love always, Satnam.